You know why with Gilbert, because it was the same political party. And the last one was with Arap, former President Arap. Diba, you've read this,
yes,
sa internet, walang tigil. Is that possible na pumayag siya because may ibang kapalit? Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
Because you're close straight to the President.
And I think President Noynoy had already mentioned he would want closure on the different issues.
He said that.
He said
yes.
that. He would not want these issues to remain haunting his government, for the next 6 years. Because if these issues are settled with as soon as possible, then, and all other issues that have been hanging for such a long time, then maybe the country can even move forward at a quicker pace forward. So he had mentioned that. He had mentioned that he'd like to find out if there are really any evidence of corruption against the Aquino government, and if so, then he will file the appropriate cases in court. If there's none,
let it go.
Then let it go. That's the meaning of closure. And it is very important that this is dealt with as soon as possible, so that it would not anymore divert the attention of the President in solving other important issues of the country.
The track record of the name Brand Aquino, with Tita Cory being his president, there was really no closure with the murder of Benigno Aquino,
yes,
the former senator, the father, the president now. There was no closure. In fact, she has been laced, or she has been characterized as a government that has been full of vendetta, which ay ganun nangyari. Can we be assured that President Noynoy is not going to follow the same footsteps as his mother, and not turn this government into vindictive disposition or positioning towards gaya niyan? In this case, it's no longer the Marcoses.
Yes.
It's now, diba? It's now GMA.
Well, that's why, Harry, if you listen to what he has been saying, if there is no evidence,
let it go.
He will let it go. And this is very important. That's why you've been reading in the past few days about this commission, an independent commission that would try to gather all this data, all this evidence, to ferret out whether there's basis or there's no basis. Is because he just doesn't like to go through a witch hunt. We know how a witch hunt would distract the government. So if, like I said, if there is no evidence that would point to a strong linkage of corruption to the...
Pabayaan na natin. Tapusin na.
But if there is a link towards other government officials,
ibang story
then
naman.
These government officials should be held accountable. Because this is not...
So we can be assured walang vendetta government.
Wala.
Iibahin niya ang direksyon.
Iba. That's why ang panawagan, may commission yan, and the key here in selecting who would head the commission is that this person who would sit there, has the integrity and would not be swayed by anyone, whether from the side of the people being investigated or the sitting government.
Na humahanap ng mali.
Oo. So yun ang masabi po natin challenge sa kay President Aquino, looking for that type of person.
How would you handle GMA in Congress? Kasi ngayon kapantay mo eh.
Yes.
Hindi na ma'am eh.
Yes.
You're one-on-one.
Yes.
You're one-on-one. In fact, check and balance ngayon yan eh, because she's in another political party, not because of her person.
Yes.
Di ba? How would you handle her?
Well,
being a former president. Number one, she's given a more lavish room. But why not? Former president eh.
Yeah.
The congressmen were, actually, it's nice how all the congressmen agreed to it. Nobody howled. Just give her
due recognition.
Due recognition.
But when it comes to parliamentary procedure, I think
iba
yun, the lady from Pampanga.
The lady from... ganun na ba ang tawag sa kanya?
The lady from Pampanga, or the gentle lady from Pampanga. But of course, when you go out of Congress, you cannot avoid not saying...
Former president, ma'am.
Former president.
Hindi, kasi former president naman talaga eh.
But in the House, in parliamentary procedure, when if she raises a a parliamentary inquiry or point of order, she'll be recognized.
In your point of view, ano end game ni GMA? Bakit ba siya, why is she allowing herself to be a congressman? Presidente na siya in what? For the constituents? Mikey's done a good job in the last 3 years. He served his constituents. We have heard no howl from the people in Pampanga.
Yes.
Diba? Ang daming development niya for anything. They can't complain. No wonder she ran. Funny, 3 other women tried to go against her, di ba? I interviewed some of them here. But, ano kaya endgame niya? For what purpose?
Well, from what I've been reading from her statements, I think one issue left hanging would be constitutional change. Now,
That's what we have to watch.
Yes.
Are you for charter change, opening the Constitution?
Well, I have my own personal opinion. My own personal opinion.
Party stand. Oh, ikaw muna, tas party
Yeah,
stand.
my own personal opinion. The country can develop without amending the constitution. You have to provide the direction in terms of policy and
Through
leadership.
amendments na lang.
Not necessarily. For example, the outgoing administration keeps on stressing agriculture as the engine of growth, which is good. But the other hand, she does not get to address what is killing agriculture, smuggling.
Oo nga, no?
Di ba? You're killing your farmers.
Importation, importation.
That's why. So
Energy.
So, nagkakabanggaan. So, if there's one direction, the other hand should not be fighting that direction that has been
Dapat
set.
complement eh.
Yes.
Correct.
So it is not a matter of amending the Constitution. It's a matter of setting the direction and making sure that everybody toes the line.
You're not for charter change then?
I believe we haven't really maximized yet, the potential.
Foreign ownership on property to open the floodgates for foreign investment in the country.
I have still my doubts. If you've talked to foreign businessmen, all they're asking for infrastructure, solving the energy problem, predictability of laws and contracts, and for them
Judiciary.
Judiciary.
Malaking problema yung judiciary sa atin. Yeah.
That's why
Nabibiling korte dito eh.
maybe not only the courts, maybe kailangan buuin na natin yung buong judicial branch, maybe in the term of maybe sa DOJ level kailangan pag-aralan mo kasi kailangan na maayos na hindi nagkakaroon ng
Overlaps.
Corruption within the DOJ if there is any, no. So, kailangan ma-resolve yan. Now, going to the issue of party stand on charter change, our party has come out with the stand of constitutional convention.
So you are open for a constitutional
Yes, I have my own...
Yes, I know, I realize. But you'll toe the line based on Liberal Party.
Yes. Constitutional convention would be the mode of choice of the Liberal Party and not Constituent Assembly.
Let's go back to GMA. Having constitutional change or opening the Constitution, I still don't see the end game. I can see her coming in, trying to wrangle herself into prime ministership, assuming her lakas kampi will stay and remain solid. We already see them breaking in the seams, and we're going to see more of this in the next, not necessarily 2 weeks, but in the next 6 months to a year. The others are more conservative, ay biglayin, dahan-dahan magsi-switch. But if the party majority, party mayor, which is now Lakas Kampi, of which she belongs to, disintegrates, her vision of being the chief executive through the speakership, at the time being the prime minister, will disintegrate. And 6 years is a long time to stay away from the presidency. So what would be the end game of GMA? Ano pa pwede niyang gawin eh? Meron pa ba?
Well,
Checkmate na kayo eh. Kain-kain niya na checkmate siya pag umupo siya sa Kongreso eh.
you know, Harry, I think one is she doesn't like to fade
Into the sunset.
in the
mukha nga.
So she wants to remain relevant. Now, how that will play in the next couple of years remains to be seen. This is naughty on my part. This is not
Okay,
the
okay.
Liberal Party.
All right.
This is not. I'm not talking for President Noy Noy, but